been a long time. Well, I haven't made a video in like over a month. How you guys doing? How's everybody been? Welcome me back. I'm back. I wanted to talk about some gear. A few knives I haven't shown you guys. The SC3. This table. This is a really cool table. Alps Mountaineering. I originally saw this table, this chick on YouTube I follow, Reckless, Roaming Reckless or something like that. And first saw this table in her video. I've always wanted a aluminum table, like truly aluminum with the lid aluminum, not just like a cheap plastic lid, or a lot of them have a composite lid and then the legs are aluminum and they'll sell them as aluminum. Now, I wanted a real aluminum table, and I wanted something bigger than, you guys remember my old plastic table. It was narrow. It was about the same width, but it was narrow, so when I had my stove on it, I couldn't put the stove this way because it would like overhang, and then there was nowhere to put the propane bottle. And then if I put the stove this way, then I had like this little space to eat, so wasn't really ideal. My lady got me this for my birthday. This lamp I picked up on Amazon, really cool. It does like daylight and then a mixture of both, and then I like this setting, the little orange one or amber. So yeah, SC3. Actually, my lady used this knife before I actually got a chance to use it. She gutted a turkey and processed it and everything with this knife. Blood everywhere. I still have pictures on this phone. I'll throw them in this video. I made a sheath for it. Those of you interested in leather goods, check out Backcountry. Those of you interested in leather goods, be sure to check out Backcountry Daily on Facebook. My Azula 2, probably one of my old-time favorite knives. And I bought myself something for my birthday, which is this Hamilton watch. Field watch. My first field watch, absolutely in love with this watch. Had it for about a month. Completely mechanical. You wind it up every morning or every other day, whatever. One of my favorite rifles of all time. The CZ527. It was a gift from my grandmother. She was very special to me. In case you guys are wondering, it's chambered in 7.62 by 39. And if you haven't seen my video of me shooting this, where we sighted in using the old school traditional methods without the fancy lasers, be sure to check that video out. I'm curious to see if this lamp will work any better, or will give us enough light when it gets a little bit darker. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous rifle. The scope. I went with the Leupold. What is this? I believe this is 3-9. It's been a minute. Just a basic scope. She's accurate. This is kind of like almost like a scout rifle. Very light, very short, 16-inch barrel. Actually, this one might be an 18. Can't remember. But she's light, short, very accurate. Packs a punch, and cheap to shoot. Fairly cheap to shoot. All right. Well, we're here, hanging out with us right here off to the side. I wanted to do a little fire, but let's check out what I got in here really quick. I changed my gear so much that sometimes I forget what I got. And as you guys know, that last video I did of this car, or of all my camping gear here, I thought I had it narrowed down pretty much to everything that I like to use. And I had it set up just how I liked it. But it's been a while. And I like to look in here and see, what else we got? What do 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 we got? Here's my stove, and we're gonna see how good it fits on my new table. My stove kind of warped. It's like bloop. I think I'm all set. I want to do a little twig stove fire tonight. Why don't we set that up? So I got it right here. I got a fire starter. I got a little twig stove. And if we get that going, I think I'm gonna brew some tea on that as opposed to using my propane. Get this twig stove going. I really like this thing. Bought it a while back for like, I think 20 bucks. Hope I remember how to assemble it still. There we go. And you could probably, beautiful part about this is I believe I can light it right on this aluminum table. I should have an aluminum tray that I might put under it. Should protect the aluminum from the stove, and I should be able to run it right on this table, hopefully. So let's get some twigs picked up off the ground. And we'll get a little fire going, I hope. Some of them were wet because it rained yesterday, like quite a bit. So I like to get it started on this little thing first and get a little fire going in here, and then when that's going, then I put it in there, put this other, and get a nice thing going. I mean, they're dry. I think they're dry enough to burn. I hope so. Okay. Got something going here. Up in there. Hopefully. Almost caught my Glock on fire. It's going. Oh wow, it just wipes right off. That's awesome. See, that's why I like aluminum tables. Oh, we gotta put this on it to guide it. We should be ready to brew some tea here in a second. Get some water boiling here. Oh crap, did our fire lose our fire? Lose our fire. More twigs. That's how you lose your fire. Twig stove don't work without twigs, huh? Gotta have twigs, twigs, twigs. Gotta have twigs. There we go. When it's so hot in there, you just kind of add them. Blow a little bit in there, and then it just comes back to life. Brings the stove right back. These twigs are wet. They're not dry. That's why they're not crackling. They got moisture in them. Get this sucker cooking. There we go. Hopefully. Man, I can't feed this sucker fast enough. You know, the right way to do this, and I didn't do it this time, is to prep and have... Let's see if it's still getting hot. No, it's not even hot. Sweet, okay. You gotta prep and kind of have twigs ahead of time. I sure as hell don't. I'm gonna put this bad boy in there. Next time, I'm gonna collect all the twigs first. Yikes. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I can do hot water right on this table. I really wasn't able to do that on a plastic one before. Oh, I forgot to open the handles. They're probably hot now. Are they? Oh yeah. They are super hot. Heard an animal. I might want to rack my rifle here in a second. Just kidding. You guys know I'm in my own backyard, right? I'm all making it look like I'm in the middle of nowhere. No, I'm just testing out gear. This video is just test out gear and kind of catch up. I haven't made a video in forever. I want the sucker boiling, not just attempting to boil. See, for small tasks like this, you definitely want a small knife. You don't need a big ass knife, you end up cutting yourself. Like I almost just did now anyway. Alright. Oh no, we got a nice boil there. Alright, I gotta get my gloves. In case you guys are wondering, it's apple cinnamon spice. That's the tea of choice. Hey. Still need my heat. Might be done brewing my tea, but you ain't done providing me heat, huh? Huh? Ah, yeah. I love this tea. So good. Ah. Cinnamon apple spice. Almost full moon. I got a few more days. I didn't really want to deal with doing a full fire tonight because my lady didn't want to sit around it with me. That didn't sound very exciting to her, so, and I didn't want to start a fire just to sit around it myself. I like this. My little twig stove and this setup just works great. I wanted to see really tonight, just wanted to test out the gear, see how wide this is and how it'll work in terms of my table before I go camping overnight somewhere with this. But it's more than plenty of room. I can cook here. I got double burner stove, And I have all this space. I could even have this twig stove going at the same time, cooking like another, like I could be boiling water on a twig stove, and if I'm running low on propane, I can cook whatever, you know. I have so many options with this setup, and it's a budget setup. Like I dropped the burning stove or twig right on the aluminum, no damage, just wiped it right off. If that was my old plastic table, well, it would have burnt the hole in it and would have smelled like plastic. So this is an awesome setup. And once you put things down, her concern was that these things are gonna move around a lot. They really don't. Once you put stuff down on it, it stays and it really doesn't move anywhere. And guys, I couldn't be happier with this Izula 2. This is a carbon steel knife, so you are supposed to take care of it. Like, you're supposed to care after it, and you're supposed to put mineral oil on it so it doesn't rust. And so it's not a maintenance free knife like stainless steel ones are for the most part. Well, you gotta sharpen any knife, but this knife also has potential rust issues. However, the Izula 3, the SE3 is coated. It's completely coated, and the only thing that's exposed is the blade itself. Unless you cause damage to it, then you might get and even if you do, this coating is so thick that even if it wears off, it still protects that area from rust unless you really take it down in bare metal. So both of these knives come in very handy. I think they're excellent camping knives. These two in combination with like a chef's knife and a pocket knife is all you need, really. And some people prefer the 4 or the 5 just for a little bit bigger size. I think these two work great, and then for anything bigger than this, I just use an axe, a small or hatchet or a small axe or whatever. So there's really no need for a larger knife. And these, you can choke up on it, you can go like this, like that. So they're very good. You could carve with them, you could even baton with them and split wood. Same with the Izula 2, even though it's a small knife, it's just excellent. They're both excellent knives. And my lady broke this one in gutting a turkey and processing a turkey, and you can't even tell by it, but she said, boy, this thing was sharp. She was able to cut their bone and everything. I gotta get out of here and do a little bit of shooting with this CZ soon. We have the spot in the mountains. I think we're right around the that time of the year where they lift the fire season and fire restrictions, and you can go shoot. I like to do that kind of stuff outdoors as opposed to an indoor range, especially when you got a it's almost 7, I gotta go feed my dog soon. When you got a vintage style rifle like this, just you just want to enjoy being out there in nature with it as opposed to a gun range. I don't know about you guys, but the gun range days are over for me. It's either backyard or BLM land. This tea's not getting cold very easily. There was 1 second left on the recording because we went over the half-hour time limit. I don't know if you guys are still with me. Awesome. There was 1 second left, and I remembered about the Sony 30-minute time limit for the recording, so I went over and wanted to check on it, and it went to 0. It went from, what a perfect timing. You know, you guys know that all the gear I talk about on this channel is stuff I use personally and stuff that's good. If something fails and I don't like it, I don't post about it. If I post something, it means I like it, and it means I want you guys to be open to using it. And if I can help your life easier by introducing some gear to you that you may not know, just like it was introduced to me at some point that I didn't know, hey, why not? I was introduced to Essie, and now I love Essie. I was introduced to Spyderco, to Benchmade, all that stuff. I was a K-bar guy, and that's all I knew. And I was even introduced to that. Not to say K-bar bad, but you know, these are a little bit next level. And I still have my K-bars. So, and I'm all about budget gear that's quality. So you guys follow this channel, you know, I won't talk about anything that's too expensive. But at the same time, I'll tell you guys, if you got to spend a little bit more to get the quality, I'll be honest with you. But so far, you know, this lamp, for example, this is a new product I'm testing. I have no idea if it's going to last or what, or if it's good or not. So far, the battery life's kind of terrible, but it's on its last leg. But the lamp itself is cool, and I mean, I like it, and I am running it on high, so maybe that's why. But I do like it. You could charge things off it, and it is rechargeable. It's all metal, has 2 styles of LEDs, 2 kelvins. Great lamp, right? But I won't know, and I won't recommend it to you guys until at least take it on a few trips. But some of this gear, none of this gear is new either. I've had this knife for close to 2 years now, and for example, and I just wanted to show it to you guys now that I can vouch for how good it is. It's excellent. Same with all these things. You know, this table is brand new, but right off the bat I could tell that chick wasn't easy on it, and I'm not exactly easy on it, and it's great. So, well, thanks for sticking around and hanging out with me here on this lovely evening in the high desert of Southern California. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.